Police memoriam. Alright, I'm gonna read this shit because I'm pumped for this game, and there's not that much writing, so let's do this. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangement. The safe with 4-digit lock has been moved from the STARS office on the second floor to the Eastern office on the first floor. 2236. Nice! 2236. Write that shit down. I got this. This stuff. Chris's diary. Alright. Okay, I gotta sound like Chris now. Okay, so this is Chris's diary. Okay, so I gotta read it like Chris's voice.
I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anyone infected turns into a zombie. But the entire mansion went up in that explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. It looks like I'm running out of options.
August 17th.
We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at the random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella.
August 24th.
With the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital to this case. Umbrella has begun research in the new G-virus, a variation of the original T-virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella HQ in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire.
Oh, Claire. Not Claire. It's Claire. Chris's diary has been filed. Alright, sick. This is shotgun shells. Oh, it's a secretary's diary.
I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off, screaming at me never to touch the statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it out in the open like that.
April 7th.
I heard that all the art pieces from the chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the bigger mystery, where he finds those tacky things, or where he's getting the money to pay for them.
May 10th.
I wasn't surprised to see the chief come in today when yet another large picture from frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing painting depicting a nude person being hanged. I was appalled by the expressions on the chief's face as he leered at that painting. Why anyone, I can't speak English tonight, would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension.
Leon is a dick for reading people's diaries. Mr. X. Watchman's diary. Is this about Mr. X? I finally had the chance to see blue skies for the first time in the ages, but it did little to lift my spirits. I was reprimanded by the chief for neglecting my duties while I was up on the clock tower. There's only one thing I still don't understand. The chief seemed to be more concerned about the fact that I was up on the tower, rather than that I was neglecting my duties. Why was access to the tower prohibited in the first place anyway? September 5th. I recently talked to the old man who works in the scrapyard out back. His name is Thomas, or Thomas as I like to pronounce it. He's a quiet man, and really seems to enjoy chess, as do I. He even went so far as to design a special key and lock engraved with chess pieces on them for one of the doors in the disposal yard. We made plans to play chess tomorrow night. I can't help but wonder how good he is. One thing that's been bothering me about him is the way that he's always scratching himself. Does he have some sort of skin disease, or is he just rude? Because it's very rude to scratch yourself. My guess is that he's a meth addict, so Thomas was a much better player than I had imagined. I used to think of myself as a fairly decent player, but he did a pretty good job of humbling me. About the only thing I imagine that could match his skills in chess is his appetite. All the guy did was talk about food throughout the entire game. He sounded fairly healthy, but he didn't look quite right. I wonder if he's okay. I was supposed to play another game of chess with Thomas, but we had to cancel because it hasn't been feeling too well. He hasn't been feeling too well. He stopped by to see me, but I told him to go back and rest since he literally looked like the Walking Dead. He insisted that he was just fine, but I could tell he was really having problems. Come to think of it, I haven't been feeling too good myself lately.